Welcome in, lovely love. So, before I dive into this reading, the first thing that I heard while I was meditating is I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but that was so cute and it had me pumped up and ready to go. Okay, so that song may hold spiritual significance or have aligning lyrics that may align for somebody here. So if I think it's Adam Lambert, but I can't recall. I'm not really familiar with the song, just basically those words. Unfortunately, there is nothing that I can do about my light. And I also wanted to mention that I do have animals that I share my space with. So you may hear them, you may see them. That is just the nature of how it is that my space is set up. But I'm coming from a reading where I just pulled messages with whatever spirit guided me to. And there were many messages for all of the signs in the zodiac, but I'm going to break it down and I'm going to do earth, air, water, and fire signs. And we're going to go a little bit deeper, though not too deep. If you want to look into that reading, that may even offer you a little bit of a leadway or a starting point as to what you could jump off of, and obviously to see if aligning messages come through in both readings for you and what will transpire for you over the next 2 weeks. So there will be messages of guidance from your support team. There will be clarifying, validating messages. You may even find zodiac signs with their tarot counterpart energy on the back of those messages. There's ages, physical features, and if I have enough time for each of the signs, I may give additional information, but I don't want to make any promises. I want to see how this goes and how far and how long. So do be mindful of that. Get cozy, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get ready to dive into this reading. We are going to start with the earth signs. So it's going to be earth, air, fire, and water. But our earth signs align with the zodiac signs of Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So these messages will align with all three zodiac signs of what to expect for the first 2 week time frame in July. So we'll take this up to July 12th. These will be your messages that you will receive for that time span for our earth signs for the first 2 weeks in July. Spirit guides, what are the messages for Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus? Please surround and protect us, Holy Spirit, in love, light, grace, healing, and blessings. Please surround and protect us from any malevolent spirit, being, or force. Archangel Michael, please transmute any negative to positive energy. And my team of the highest and holiest, thank you so much. Wow, so right from the beginning, we had 2 individual cards come out. So that's how I'm going to take them each individually. And then we had, of course, you could see on screen, all of these messages fly out. So one by one we go. Our first message received here is 12/1, Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Now, obviously, you are an earth sign. So this may align to you. If you are a Capricorn, there may be another Capricorn in your energy field. The energy of the one in tarot represents new beginnings, potential, and raw energy. So, regardless to what earth sign that you are, there may be a Capricorn coming into your reality if they're not already connected or aligned, and there may be a new beginning or a potential for a new beginning. So, do be mindful of that. However, if we are thinking about it beyond this 2 week time frame, this may align with the season that something is manifested, cultivated, or comes to fruition. Our next message here is your career and love life are interconnected with a divine counterpart doing divine work. So, how beautiful of a message is that to receive? Straight and sweet and to the point. There is somebody, and it may be this Capricorn person, they may even be coming in with this potential of a new beginning within this 2 week time frame and align and connect with you as far as work, and then it may turn into something deeper between you. Again, this may be with somebody from your past, though it does not have to be. It may be a new person altogether overall. So now we have 50 shades and hues tailor made for you. So this person's name may be Taylor, but it's also an intimate card. So this person would like to be intimate with you, and basically in whatever way that means for you, because intimacy, it reaches us on different levels and in different ways. But basically, again, however you would like for that intimacy to hit, they are willing and want to show up for you, to provide for you in that way. Now we have soulful expressions. It's a soul thing. So not only do they admire your physicality, they also admire you soul deep. You reach and meet each other there. And this may even be a soul deep, infinite, eternal bond. But we'll have to see what comes out in the cards. Now we have a surprise is coming. So get ready. It may be in terms of this person, and they may be coming in with communication. They may be offering you this opportunity, and when you come on board and work for them, there may be somebody that you meet in the field that is not this Capricorn. Do only take the messages that pertain to your specific situation, but there are a multitude of multifaceted ways that these messages can align for each individual that is tuned in. Now we have release burdens. So in order for yourself to be in the right balanced, centered, and grounded energy, you need to release what it is that is weighing you down so you can free up that energy to allow this new beginning and opportunity to find you in the level of energy of residing in unconditional love. Now we have you're an infinite soul. So again, with the infinite deep soul bond, that is for both of you, right? Because even though we have a perceived death within our physicality, and of course, energetically, we go through births and rebirths all the time. But our spirit and our soul lives on and on and on. It is infinite. And if this is a twin flame or soulmate, more often than not, there is a red thread of fate, soul to soul and heart to heart, that keeps you connected even throughout the lifetimes, even when you would be in what would be perceived as a state of separation. Because even though there would be physical distance between you, or even energetic, that red thread of fate continues. That electric current is always flowing between each one of you. So now we have loving you is the single most amazing gift I will forever treasure and cherish. In several of my readings over these last 2 weeks, treasure and cherish have come up. So if you're feeling the call to tune in, there may be aligning readings or even messages in readings that could align with what's coming up here. But the card didn't come out, and I'm not sure if it will, but this person is not going to falter, waver, or wager you this connection or the future that you may have with one another. They may even have known about this for quite some time, and they may be doing work behind the scenes to manifest this reconnection or reunion correctly from the highest vantage point of love. You may have been residing on two entirely different frequencies, not from each other. Maybe you were on the same level at that time, but you have grown, you have overcome, and you may just meet and reach each other in new energy altogether. Remember what I said about only taking the messages and claiming those that apply? So now we have external validation is not required. So when this person comes into your reality, if they do, you don't need to talk to anyone outside of yourself. Honor and trust the vision that you hold and follow your intuitive guidance. Remember to have empathy and compassion and grace for yourself and this person, because life and love are messy and they are not perfect. We are not perfect. Perfectionism is an illusion, and so is control. So let's move on and see. Maybe someone else feels as though you owe them that external validation, but you do not. That is kind of like a petty non factor in this regard. So now we have you are the secret weapon. That has been coming out pretty often as well. And typically, you are that secret ingredient or that secret sauce, that chef's kiss in this connection, as far as your career and what you will embody, like the essence of your skills, gifts, talents, and abilities. But also, it has been coming up that when these cards are received, that you are kind of like dealing with a secret admirer with hidden emotions who never openly express them. But we'll have to see what comes out here. Crying, sad, grief, heartache, shadows, past wounds, exploring, releasing past baggage. So this person, if this doesn't align with you, and if it does, I'm sending you a huge hug and lots of love, because this full moon and retrograde, the emotions have been coming to the surface, and that's that Cancerian energy as well. So be mindful that this person may be growing through a awakening or refinement and rebirth period just the same as you, and that's not easy to process or navigate. So now we have embrace change. There's no reason for having resistance to change, though we do sometimes feel that pressure in our energy field. And sometimes our energy field knows of certain things that are occurring before we even have certain things materialize in our life for us. But change is the only inevitable, and you cannot bypass change. You both are changing as you grow through the seasons of life, the seasons of love, the seasons of yourself, the seasons of growing and healing and learning and overcoming. There was a message earlier when I was meditating I have to see if it comes back to me again. But that's, what was that message? Please, spirit guides, please be with me. Spirit guides, please be with me. Lead me, guide me, and assist me. Allow for me to be the open channel. Allow for me to be tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to my innate gifts, skills, talents, and abilities. I can't remember what the message was, but if Spirit thinks that it's important, it'll come back around. Someone is proud of you. Maybe that's this Capricorn. You both may have been dealing with challenging connections, great adversity. You may both even be or have been your entire life in regards to your family, peers, co-workers, no matter what it is that you have been attempting to do in life, that you were always made to feel as though you were less than, inadequate, the black sheep, or the black swan in that sort of case. And it's just because you're different. Some of us are actually born to be different, to show others that we were born to be different, right? When I talk about perfectionism and how that's an illusion, so is imposter syndrome and wearing a mask. Because of the conditions that we've been jaded to hear from society, again, our own experiences, our healing and growth process, but also from our generational ancestry. I'm taking my shoes off if you heard something. So someone is incredibly proud of you. What else? Can we get any other aligning messages here for our earth signs? Ooh, ooh. If you watch my readings, you'll hear my little commentary when I pull cards and they fly out and stuff. Sometimes I make noises and I look back and I'm like, what on earth were you doing? But I just wanted to also make mention, and I will in every reading or every time that this comes up, this person may be holding their cards close to their chest, like they're not speaking about how it is that they feel. And they may have been feeling this way, like these loving vibes towards you, for longer than they care to admit. But the fact that all of the cards flew out together or continue flying out together may mean that if this is a reunion or union, because for everyone it's going to be different, what I'm feeling is a reunion vibe, but I can't speak again for everybody because there are different threads of energy coming through for each one of you in this collective. But it's like they have the verbal diarrhea of the mouth and they're just going to spew everything onto you. Going back to the beginning, even the fact that those two cards came out individually and then all of them came flying out, that may be a shared togetherness. You may actually have been feeling something towards this Capricorn, or, and you know what? The message is coming back to me. Oh my gosh, now I lost it again. From this morning. Oh, please, what was that message? It was right on the tip of my tongue. Spirit guides, please work with me. So do be mindful of that. There may be like little breadcrumbs that this person tries to come in with and you don't accept them. And then all of a sudden they like send you a message that's like as long as this area right here, you know? Sometimes it just be like that. That's life. So now we have small to medium build. If that does not align with you, that may, with this Capricorn coming in this reading, or again, there may be someone else in your energy. We all do have different people in our energy at any given time, right? Because we have family, we have friends, we have coworkers, we have people from the past, we have people who are in our present energy that we connect and align to. And even if you're doing like content work, those people are also in your energy field. So at times when there are songs or channeled messages, they may be coming from like someone that's connected to someone in the collective or from my collective. Sometimes it's difficult to have the awareness of where it's coming from, but small to medium build. And I just wanted to mention as well, because there are several energy threads that will not align for everyone, and neither will Capricorn. Again, only do take what is resonant and leave the rest for who it belongs to. Now we have smoother than a smooth jar of Skippy. So again, with those breadcrumbs, they may just come in to see if they can feel your vibe or your energy and give you a little something something and be smooth with it. They may even be a smooth talker. So you'll have to take, you know, that as you will, when you will, regarding coming into reunion with one another, but also in terms of the career aspect of being interconnected in that way. You don't want someone to come in and like basically pull the wool over your eyes or try to blow smoke up your you know what. So just make sure that you are being mindful to use discernment at all times, regardless of if we are in this month of March, in this month of, I was going to say March. March may hold resonance. That's so weird. In this month of July, just be careful. Yeah, so what I was saying is at any point in time, no matter who it is that you connect to, always use discernment. When I speak about my readings, I talk about praying and meditating on the messages and the readings received to see if it truly belongs to you. But you may meditate and pray on this connection, convene with your divine source or divine spirit team to see if this truly is in alignment when it comes in. Remember, we're in retrograde season, so people from the past may be coming back around, but are they coming back around with the right intentions? Is this an integral connection that you are aligning with? We'll have to see what else comes out here. Strong and fit, but soft, empathic, and compassionate. A kind, caring soul. So that may even align with this person who is the small to medium build. They may be strong and fit. Or, again, it does not have to. It may be that the person that's connected to you is small, medium, and you're the one that is strong and fit. Or, again, vice versa, or they may align together. So now we have support is on its way. Relax. There's a lot of support messages that have been coming up, and also relax. It's difficult right now because there are a lot of people that are ruminating, and it's difficult to find a sense of stability when you feel as though your control and your stability is kind of not there in a certain way. But it's also a highly intense time, so be mindful of that. And of course, we are in the year of the fire horse, so people may want to come in and get things done, like they're ready to go. Don't let them smooth talk you. Yes, change is on the way. Yes, they are proud of you. You are that secret weapon, but again, use discernment. This person may have something else going on in their reality. They may have financial burdens at this time, and they think that if they connect and align with you, that you will be able to help them in a certain regard. Though that may be true, are they coming in for the right reasons? Do they just want to use you, your energy, your time, your gifts, your skills, your talents? Do they have a true opportunity for you, or is it something that they are fabricating, right? Do be mindful of that. So now we do have energetically beneath you. Whether that is, again, this person or someone else, be mindful of this card that is showing up. This person may be energetically beneath you. They may have not been doing the inner work that is required and necessary, and they may want to come in and have the extended version of you without doing the necessary work required. But if that is the case, the divine will not even allow for you to align. They may be emotionally immature just in the fact that they have not overcame certain things. Okay, that is a part of the message from this morning received. And it was like overcoming to become, but there was something else there as well. And I can't pick up on that energy thread. It's bothering me. But yeah, this person may be energetically beneath you. You may not even entertain them at all, but you know that there is an ulterior motive here for not only connecting and aligning in work, but that it may turn into something deeper later on if there's not already an imprint of unconditional love between you. So now we have early to late 50s to 60s. So this one continues to come up as well, I believe. I'm not going to speak about anymore. This may be in regards to you, this person, or someone external. Remember, we had the external validation is not required. There may even be someone external to you that, again, is energetically beneath you. They may be pulling on your energy field, the energy field of this person, or both of you. They may know and be cognitively aware of the level of depth that this connection holds, and you may be a power couple that has a divine contracted work of being game changers in this world to show people that unconditional love truly exists, and to show up in that, lead in love, but stand strong on your convictions. So again, do take the messages as they apply. Now we have 5D to 12D. You have a connection to the angelic realms. So remember how it said that support is on its way. Relax. Support has been here for you this entire time. And the fact that the 5D to the 12D came through may mean that you are connecting in the spiritual realms. It may also indicate that this is a divine union. I think I might have said that already, but it's a like divinely fated and divinely destined connection to come back into alignment. So there may have been a divine intervention because one or both of you still had, where is it, the release the burdens. I can't recall. Oh, right here. This light is driving me crazy. But anyway, yeah, so you both need to work through the past baggage that is no longer serving to lighten up your load. And now we have blank canvas vibes. So that may indicate that one or both of you is an artist or will come together and have a certain artistry be brought to life. It may also just indicate that this person wants to either paint the colors of your life or even write the next chapter together. This may even indicate that when you come back into alignment with one another, that you start from scratch. You pretend that you're meeting each other for the first time. You release the burdens and the baggage that you have acquired between one another. And even if this person was responsible for bringing it to a state of separation, they may give you clarification and validation as to why that took place. Of course, I was just speaking about the divine intervention. We have 3 more messages here. After these, I'm going to see if I can pull some clarifying and validating messages, or if there's anything that this person coming through your reading who is proud of you and has that interconnection with the career and love, what it is that they may want to say to you personally. So now we have transcend and transmute low vibrations. There may be somebody that is karmically connected. So there may even be a sense of a third party within this regard. But again, it doesn't have to even be anyone that either of you knows. It could be someone outside of yourself that knows, again, of the level of depth that this connection holds. So now we have clock it for exactly what it is. So when this person comes in with their smooth talk and whatever else, remain strong. And, because they might come in and they might tell you everything you could ever wanted to hear, and they might put it on thick. You just never know. Again, be mindful to use discernment. But also, external validation is not required. So somebody may be trying to intercede or intercept and give you their validation, but there's no need for it at all. Clock it for what it is. It's between you and this other individual. If they're coming in on ulterior motives and you feel that vibe and you don't want to proceed ahead, then don't, right? This is your life. You hold the key and the pen over what happens for you. So, our last message here is nerves of steel. So, if this is a reunion vibe and this person's coming in either with an incoming apology or a confession, they're going to need to have nerves of steel, because if they're proud of you because they know that you are growing within themselves, and they need to also be growing within themselves and show up correctly and express themselves appropriately to you so that you can navigate this situation in the highest vantage point of love for yourself, as far as this career goes, and in terms of love with this person. It may be that when you come in, you are only connecting and aligning in the beginning for financial stability and to free yourself from maybe financial burdens. But over time, you get to know each other a little bit deeper. And again, there's that soul deep, infinite bond. And then it escalates and turns into a loving, divine partnership. Either way, what it is that I am feeling is that there is divine contracted work. So that is something that has been contracted and established and even created before you came here to this reality. It may even stem from lifetime to lifetime, that you continue evolving, expanding, ascending, and growing with one another. Before we actually dive into the clarifying, validating, or messages from this person, I just wanted to speak about what's on the top of the deck here and what's on the bottom of the deck. The top of the deck says you are fully supported and protected by the divine, and that is at all times. That is no matter what area or walk of life that you take, you are fully supported and protected by the divine. This connection is fully supported and protected by the divine. Trust that. Lean in on that trust that you are always, always fully and divinely supported. So this was the one that was on the bottom. It's an intimate message, but it also may align with art or being an artist. Study my face frame. Put me on the wall above the staircase. Where you'll show me off, I'll be your peace, your ART. So it's speaking about this person wants to be your peace, and that may be a shared togetherness. Once you come in alignment with one another, you may find that you are both in soft-hearted energy. You may be the soft souls in this hard world to bring great change through the adversity that our collective is moving through into the next paradigm of growth. Okay, so as I was getting this card deck, these messages flew out of the deck onto the floor. I didn't even grab a hold of them. Weird things happen sometimes, but I don't believe in coincidences. So the weird thing that I'm going to speak about, and it's personal to what occurred for me. I don't typically speak about personal things, but before I started this reading, I have cards. They're just simple. I don't typically use them. And there are seasons that I have, but there's also element messages. So I wanted to, as a fun little thing here, shuffle through the earth, the air, the fire, and the water, and then bam, whatever was going to come out was the sign that I was going to take first. And I can't find those cards anywhere. I have no idea what happened to them or where I put them. I just don't understand how they could have just literally grown legs and disappeared. Anyway, remember what I spoke about, how this person is holding their cards close to their chest, and when they speak to you, it may just be like verbal diarrhea. I didn't even get a chance to ask or to speak to this card deck or the divine, but again, you are fully supported and protected by the divine at all times. They are working behind the scenes within regards to this connection. All right, so our first message is from them specifically. It says, "You are absolutely beautiful." And that is pretty self explanatory. Again, they not only feel that about your physicality, they feel that from that soul to soul, deep, infinite bond. You may also be the emotionally mature one and a little bit more intelligent, or the one that's in the 5D to 12D, so you're more divinely guided and you speak in a manner that this person feels the vibes with. I want to make timeless, priceless memories that span lifetimes with you. So, again, with that infinite, deep soul bond that spans lifetimes. My love for you is indescribable. So, this person can't even put into words the level of depth, soul depth, that they feel with you. You are incomparable and unforgettable. Unforgettable by Nat King Cole may have aligning lyrics that may apply. Someone dreams of having the extended version of you. I said this earlier, but they're unwilling to do their own work. And I don't want it to be so black and white as that they are unwilling to do what is necessary. Sometimes we don't even know where to begin. We don't know what we carry. We don't know where we carry it from. We don't know how it's rooted, how to process, where to begin, you know? So do be mindful of that. But in order for you to reach each other on the same level playing field, you will both be having to do the inner work that is necessary to evolve and ascend the things that are no longer serving. The societal conditioning, trauma, abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, even the illusions of control and imposter syndrome, wearing a mask, perfectionism. All of those things need to be removed. And as well, the third party of karmic energies that are attempting to interfere, intercede, or disrupt this connection. So now we have fumble. This person may have fumbled you in the past. They may fumble you again. You may be in your empowered boss energy, and that may illuminate a light onto their shadow aspects of things that they have not grown through, and it may be a trigger to them. It may be intimidating. I love when I catch you looking at me. I don't know how this keeps coming up in every reading, especially if there is this perceived state of separation, how you may be looking at one another. The only thing I could say would be that this person has a way of remote viewing you. Maybe they are watching you as a content creator, or you are watching them, or tuning in for guidance, looking at their picture, whatever, however it aligns. I'm going to see if we can get just a few more messages here, and then we are going to conclude this portion of the reading for my earth signs. What are additional, ooh, that one came out just one by itself. So now we have "You are my happy place" and "my home," all wrapped up in one. So that might be a shared togetherness. You might feel the same way in regards to this person, but there is no beautiful way to end this reading, and we will see how far the other readings go. I was going to pull even more messages, but I don't want to overwhelm you by the level of depth that my readings go, because sometimes they go a little bit deeper than a normal reader, and it's a lot of information to process, and I just want to keep it streamlined here for you. So, thank you for joining me here, Earth signs. And if you are interested in a mini personal or extended reading, you may find information about the payment methods through ko-fi.com/sacred love. This YouTube channel of Sacred Love 8 is my only social media. I will never reach out to you, and comments have been muted due to spam and trolls. So if there is something that shows up for you in any of these readings, I am not responsible for occurring outcomes. Whatever guidance you take and however you action that guidance is entirely up to you. And if I may remind you, at the heart of the universe, love is the ultimate truth that transcends all boundaries. Thank you for joining me here, Earth Signs.